Hi, Warriors, 11 a.m. EST time for Mike and me. Mike, hope you had a good holiday.
Thank you, Coach. I hope you and the rest of our viewers did as well.
Okay, so I want to start with the dollar. Strong dollar usually means lower everything. And I've been talking about 104.80 for about a month. In fact, had people short the dollar here, had them buy the dollar here. This was actually when euro was 111, had people get out at 111. It's trading 108 now. So the dollar looks like it's going to, head towards target, and there should be a great selling opportunity. Some of the levels that I have in different currencies were 100, 200 pips away. So stay patient. Was also paid to stay patient in the gold.
Correct.
Uh,
Bravo.
getting hit hard. Silver getting hit hard. Okay, I'm still looking for lower levels. I think we'll see a 21 handle in
First
silver.
day, they've taken a lot of options, Coach. I'll get to it. First
Okay,
day,
first day, a lot of options in what?
AEM. The first one,
A.
always the first one that signed some and GOLD. We'll get after. And by the
Okay,
way, thank you. You've been saving, not saving. I've been positioned correctly because of your longer. Everybody should know how he works right now, and I apologize. Is that your longer? It's a good it's a good mix. So thank you for keeping. Now I'm starting to look there.
okay. Well, I still think it's real early.
Okay,
I'm looking for about in the next month or so, 1900 level in gold.
sure.
So, I thought we'd be lower in gold before we got to the number I talked about in Newmont up here. I said
Right,
I thought we could get to 36. Here we are. So
right.
I don't know, Mike, but
So what what what
I,
what 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 do I do? Wait for the commodity to pull back, or
I,
show, or
I
by the end. This is the first question I ever asked you.
okay. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for the commodity to bottom
Enough said.
because if the stocks are weak before we even get the big break in gold,
Mhm.
I ask myself, is this going to hold? But I could be wrong. Maybe this is just a little pullback in gold, and the miners are going to hold
Do
up.
you do you have do
None
you
of
have
them really look
all right.
good to me. Here's GDX.
Do you have
I don't know.
AEM, the one that's taking
Yeah,
flow?
I do. Here's BTG. Looks like it wants to take out three.
Ugh,
Here's Orla. Maybe we get one more breakdown. Look at some of the silvers. There's AG.
that's
That
incredible.
that doesn't look so great. And this one's trying to bottom, but you haven't missed anything. This is the relative strength leader. I'm still looking for lower levels. Look, it's coming back pretty good. And the one that I'll go to AEM because I think it's around where the SSRM is trying to put in a reversal day right here. There is divergence, but I don't know. It's if I think there's lower silver prices to come, I'm going to try and be patient. I don't think long term you get hurt buying any of these here
That's why I asked you
because
about
of
nibble. Correct. Correct.
yeah, because of what we're going to see. My holding back on miners until the dollar plays out.
Yeah.
Capiche? And I still
Absolutely.
think the dollar has legs. And until we get there, I want to see where everything's at when the dollar gets up towards 105. So that's what I'm keen um, after. Uh, Let me find AEM or because I know I track it.
I believe you do have it up there from my,
Yeah, I thought.
and it's worth looking at because it's taking a ton of flow. I put it on
All right,
TG.
well here's a U that looks bad. Here's
How
one
about
that you watch a lot. Huh?
GOLD took a, and by the way, that I can't put any credence in the GOLD chart. That's the second
Yeah.
one in option flow today. I posted on TGH. I'm not going to be redundant. You could look at it now. I said it so many times.
All
Same with
right.
AM, but the point is GOLD is the one, and it looks the worst technically. But
And
that's
but they're buying a lot of time.
yes, they're going out till March.
Okay. That's just like City. Remember how early they were? There was one more washout, and then they worked. Maybe it's the same scenario with GOLD. They're
Well,
early. We get a washout, but they into March they work. I think that's a possibility.
all I'm saying is whenever I see gold try the bottom, the first one they've gone to is AEM for some reason.
All
I'm
right.
not in it,
Yeah. All
but
right.
I'm telling it. And I think you might have remembered maybe one or two instances, but I'm not in them yet. I nibbled on NEM and that's it. Next.
Copper looks bad to me. The
Yes, it does.
commodity,
FCX. Oh,
the commodity. The shares look better, but they look vulnerable. Failing rally here in Freeport.
there's a give and take there. You don't know that's in the danger zone.
That's
That's
China. There's BABA gapping. There's FXI gapping. China really looks weak. So China probably not happy about the elections in Taiwan. And I just want to talk about Apple because we had a big gap lower. Mike, I think the news was that they slashed prices on iPhones in China.
correct.
Okay, and that I mean, they had it down hard. They had it down four. We're a buck and a half off the low. I have one thing to
Alerted. Oh,
say.
I apologize. I have to interrupt. Alerted on TGH to the second when it hit the 200-day again.
It came close. Okay, so the important level you identified because Jan options go off the board Friday,
Mhm.
and there's a ton of 180 puts, and 180 is an important technical level. And if we take out 180, it opens the door, and put writers are going to have to sell the stock to cover their rights on the
Correct.
180 puts.
Multi-level
So,
thing. Correct.
I mean, if we ever get a general sell off in the market, I think Apple, plunges because its recovery. Look at this, no recovery. S&P last week recovered it all. NASDAQ recovered almost all of it, and Apple could only recover less than 38%. So that's another tell that if it can't go when the market's going, what's going to happen if we ever get a 5% sell off in S&Ps?
Most trading, if not good trading, is predicated
Yeah.
upon that very theory called relative weakness.
And look at yields. Yields
Right.
are up.
I can't argue.
Yields are up. That's I when I came in this morning, it looked like a risk off board. But yields are up. They're
Hmm.
headed at least a 420. TLT, I've been talking about a correction from 100. So we're already down 5. I'm
No.
not ready to buy them yet. Maybe down here. But it's possible, Mike. Remember we talked about the one surprise in the market that no one's looking for is that yields end up making new highs sometime this year instead of crashing to 2%, which is what the majority is thinking. So I want to know if there's anything that's being pressured by the strong dollar. It doesn't look like NASDAQ is. I'm going to turn the charts over to you, partner, and
Sure.
be interested. So we're getting more flow in AEM.
Let me
So maybe you could pull that up.
get out of all my garbage. AEM. Let's pull up all these. I just want to adjust my charts to my screen. Oh, let's share so I show everybody what I'm doing. That's what I do
Yeah.
in real time. I
Okay.
have this is my universe. Okay. I'm trying to put up because I have my charts on it. What happened here? On a different screen. All right, no problem. Hold on. Meta. Okay, what am I seeing? This is the universe right now. Okay.
Yeah.
Goldman Sachs had earnings. They tried to blow it off. There's Goldman, 375 to 383. It's yet to be determined where that one says. On the other side, they did the opposite to JP Morgan, which had earnings.
Yeah.
That one opened up. Actually, well, it gap down, didn't recover. JP Morgan is yet to be determined. Still, well, it's still negative on the day, but it's down $2. So there's a bifurcated action right there in those two. How
Yeah.
about
No,
let's
still
go
looks
to
good. How were the numbers? Were they good numbers?
Morgan Stanley's Morgan Stanley was the bigger negative surprise. It's
Yeah.
actually the price action is I'm no analyst, but is relevant towards the respective moves in the stock as we speak.
Wow,
Tesla,
Boeing taking it on the chin again.
it is. There's Tesla red the green. We called it out.
Okay.
Boeing taking it on the chin, not
Wow.
touching it. AMD parabolic
Yeah.
up another
Yeah.
$11. A Donald Trump win. The caucuses, they're all over that. The Iowa caucus is winning. Active stock today closed at 17, opened at 18, high
What
20.
does this stock have to do with Trump's candidacy? DWAC.
It's his personal platform.
Oh, this is Truth?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right. Here's
All right.
Disney putting in a down day.
Makes
Reverse,
sense.
we're talking about it. Coin big range. Marijuana, your MSOS got some legislative positive news. They're going, but pulled back.
So what they
MOR,
do, did they accept, did the uh HHS accept the
we put it to like
downgrade?
a grade three, I believe it was.
Okay, and who approved it?
I'm not quite sure yet, Coach.
Okay.
It's important. I didn't, it happened before. I'm not. I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm
They
trading
look
price
good.
action and volume.
Yeah, they look
Anybody
good.
that wants to know anything about any, I can't follow it all. Uh, can go
No.
to, yeah, yeah. I don't know. Whatever. All I know is this: is that I had 30,000 MJ, and I made 16,000 in it. So here I am. Hold on, I'm punting this thing at the high. So whatever it was, it worked because it was a breakout on the chart and had good volume, and I was very aware that this decision was coming. So whatever it is, I move on. IoT forming a cup and handle,
Yeah.
like it. ANF still going parabolic, setting up for more. Marvell MU still setting up for more. Nvidia, why not?
Yeah.
560 still setting up for more. PDD, the Chinese stock that was still, they're rotating properly. I don't care what really. The VIX pulled back a little bit. I actually did sell some at the high. I did take a position in Newmont in the fund, as I said before. Stocks like FSLR still looks poor.
Does.
There's plenty to do. Coin is up, Riot and Mara's down. Uber was up nicely. It gave it all back. GM is positive. His Boeing is down. You know what I mean? The indices are irrelevant. I'm looking at the VIX. I have my own rules set. But as I said before in TGH 4,000 times, when they're giving you stocks, even individual stocks, I like to trade groups with price action range and volume. Sometimes it's better to be more my style than sometimes I buy now and think later.
How's PayPal look to you, bro?
It's horrible.
Yeah, we're down a couple today.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Square.
that doesn't look good. So
Like
the
I said,
payment, yeah,
no, the
good.
AFRM, it's in the channel, it's clear.
Yeah.
And like I'm going to go something to right now, and I'll compliment TradeGATEHub if this is the right screen.
Amazon's lower. Have you seen any put buying with this strength in the Mag 7? Anything in Mag 7?
Yeah, NVIDIA, it's going off the
Oh,
chart.
just calls.
Any negatives? No.
Okay.
No, Netflix, maybe a day delay. Who knows? Netflix was looking poor down here.
Intel bullish. Okay,
Intel, I'm
got it.
actually seeing. Well, we're on. Hold on a second. Let me point a couple of things out before. NTNX still looks good. The stock I'm long. It's an autonomous auto stock. How can you not? If I was short, it'd be up freaking $14 by now. Believe me. So why not?
Are you disappointed the Chinese didn't ease like everyone was expecting over the weekend?
No, I'm more disappointed. I'm long JD.
Okay.
I wasn't. You know. I didn't get that cerebral yet, Coach.
All right.
That's all I know is FCX is coming to a gap. All I know is I did buy Morgan Stanley at a gap. Like I said, less is better for me. And I'm just trading, stocks, good price action and volume. You know what I mean? I thought the war, some sort of proverbial truce would be in the war would bring up news. No, didn't you?
With who? Ukraine?
Yeah.
I think it's almost look. He's worried he's not getting funded by the U.S.
So what will actually what in the war will right now will produce some sort of binary effect, if if at all?
I guess a peace deal,
Well,
but
I don't think belong. That's why I'm not even bringing it up anymore because it's irrelevant.
okay. All right. Well then, Russia making big gains and taking back land would have a pretty negative effect on the market.
That's true.
Okay, and China said that this election was about war or peace. So according to Xi, they chose war. They've cut allies, but China. That what worries me. I feel better if FXI was in a bull market and
Yeah.
Chinese stocks were doing well. But it's sometimes in a dictator's playbook, what they do is if their economies are suffering, to have unity in the country,
They
and
bite their nose to spite their face, that type of
they
mentality.
start a war
Correct.
for it to be nationalistic. So these problems China's having actually, to me, makes me worry more about that they'll do something desperate.
I've heard that before, and it's worked. It's worked with, isn't it worked? It's worked with their currencies before, haven't they done that with their currencies? I
Yeah,
think I learned that in college somewhere. Mom, something paid off.
yeah.
Uh,
Well, actually, a guy, you know who Mark Chandler is? Most people who trade currencies do. I talked to Mark, and he said that people are starting to use the yuan as a funding currency. So that means, that they're running a stable currency at low rates. But anyway, just, waiting for the dollar to complete. And then I think you could be long the world. I mean, that's what's really going to light up commodities is when the dollar turns back down, Mike.
and that's really, if I was on a proverbial desert island and I had to remember something, I think that would be the line, coach, not to be dramatic. And that's correct.
Yeah, long the world. Anything that doesn't perform with a weak dollar really has problems because it would just inflate the nominal value because it takes more dollars to buy something because it's weakening, which raises prices. It's
Coach,
going to screw the Fed up, huh?
I wish it was that easy. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? It used to
yeah,
be. That's
yeah.
why they were analysts and economists. That's why,
I want,
that's where where your foundation came. I
yeah,
wish it was that cerebral.
yeah.
I'd like to be
Well,
smart.
are they going to just have AI bots replace guys like you and me?
I
Can
don't
they?
know because the market's
I
still
mean,
running
they're
in
doing,
motion, coach.
yeah.
You know
I
what I
mean, they're
mean?
already, don't we already have AI with the
I use a
algos?
lot. I use it. I have to use it. Here you go.
Okay.
Fed Waller speaking, bringing a couple. So this is my feed. Fed Waller, and then you see market small
Okay.
down tick, or
I
Fed Waller.
was I was looking 182 last week in the Russell IWM.
Yeah, and here we go. You're correct. So here's
Yeah.
what this is the Jesus feed, and I have to give props. Short-term interest rates imply less than okay. So let's go to IWM was bearish, Intel bullish. I don't believe that. That's the wrong term. AMD GFI going to July. GFI July.
What is it?
Goldfields.
Oh, okay. Wow.
I
Okay. So they're
IW
buying.
yeah.
Yeah. So maybe gold's not going to
IWM puts.
19. Yeah.
Credit spreads loads off the morning, indicating a little risk off so far today. Just use that as a theme. Not much is going to change at 11:20. I understand that I posted Fed's Waller speaking. There's some listen, there's plenty to do. And I want to
We
get
might have a government shutdown Friday.
I don't know about
Partial. Partial. And your January 20th date
that.
for a possible cycle lows coming up Saturday.
Those are the
So,
smarter
well,
people, smarter people than me tell me that, and
yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
Well,
So
you must be a cycle guy, right?
coach, the market's been running on cycles, even
Well,
seasonality.
it always runs on cycle. The whole world cosmos is a cycle.
Here you go, Big Daddy. 1,000 AEM August calls, 1,000 more August calls. August, hold on. They were going to March. Gold, not much, but in Feb. And they went into GFI. So gold. So listen, I'm not saying, I understand. Listen, I'm nibbling.
All right. Well, I mean,
And
they're
this isn't my
buying.
type of trade. This isn't my type of trade. This is your type of trade because it's macro, but I'm just going on the option flow and I'm trying to fuse it with your
Uh-huh.
opinion, my commodity mentor, and we'll move on from there, you know?
Yeah, yeah. I'm keen off the dollar. So far, it's been the right thing to do. I was looking for a dollar
That's correct.
rally. It's pressuring metals. I don't think it's over, so I have to be patient.
Tesla's still holding red to green. NVIDIA, the high of the day is 567. Here we are at 565. MU still holding the 85 strike price. Uber acting well. Coin not giving it up. What else? DWAC. Let's see how this, I wouldn't be surprised if this goes in. I wouldn't be one drive two. I wouldn't be it's holding the opening range. It's not my type of trade because I don't like to trade these things mid-lunch. But I don't care if they make widgets, coach. You know what I mean? This you got to be, it has a tendency of not following through.
Yeah,
That's what I don't like. But until then, It's active. It's got range for the active trader. MOR.
I wonder if he'll use that platform when he's president.
Well, I didn't Musk. Well, I don't know. Musk let him back already
Oh,
into X, didn't he?
I don't know.
I think he did,
But
Coach.
he owns this one.
I'll check. That's true. I'll check that. GFI.
He's
I
not
mean,
against self-interest.
Newmont. Listen, you're going to be early before you're going to be. Listen, we're going to be wrong before right on this one.
All right. Well, it may take out that 34 low
But let me
if
go to
gold
the
goes to
fear.
1900,
But
huh?
let me leave it to another key index that we follow here at TradeGATEHub. As long as we're going
Oh,
over the proper
oh,
tools, is this? Where are we? Hold on. Jesus just posted it. The Fear and Greed Index.
yeah.
I just saw it go by.
Where's it at?
No, we're
Because I
great.
because I have a question. A buddy of mine, a trader friend of mine, sent me a chart on insider selling, and it was already high a week before last, and it doubled in a week.
Worse.
Insider selling.
I saw it tripled. Not to
So,
step on your friend's toes.
all
And
right, okay. So a
I'm going to get
triple.
it.
Does that mean anything to you?
Yeah, smart money. Yeah, of course it does. They know more than anybody.
Yeah, they know the company. Why are they dumping like this? I mean, I've never seen. I mean, if you look at
Oh,
the chart, you have these little bars, and then you have the last 2 weeks, just like an explosion of it.
you know who has it? The Queen.
Who's the queen?
The Queen. It
Yeah.
rhymes with Queen.
Oh, Helen, Helene. All right.
Hold on. See, she has the insider ratio. She's good at this because I saw it.
She takes polls all the time.
I know. I love the polls. How about
He
this one?
does it to get a feeling on sentiment.
I love it. Well, it's over here.
Yeah.
I forget where it was. I'll post it on
All
TG.
right.
But believe me,
Anyway,
it's on an
so
insider
I
selling.
just wanted to get your take on that.
I follow them. They're 6 months early.
Okay, that's a great point. Okay,
That's the
so
bottom line.
all right, so now we're talking about summer.
They're,
All
they're,
right.
six, they're 3 to 6 months early.
Okay.
Because you know
They're
what?
like me. It sounds like like I could qualify to be a corporate insider.
Me too. That hurts. But you know what, Coach? That last freaking trimester hurts.
You
That
know,
last
I
trimester
mean, I
hurts. Oh God. But fear and
uh,
greed is still elevated. Greed is elevated. Why am I not getting
uh,
fear and greed is elevated? I'm sorry for going on. I'm just
where's your shirt, your T-shirt that you only short
um,
socks? Where is that one?
it's coming.
You backing out of that?
I'll never back out of a bet.
Okay, well, you get that shirt made.
I'll get a coach. Trust me. All right.
All
So here's
right,
the universe. Hold on.
all right.
Once again, things to do, volume range. This MOR has nice volume range. Here it is. Here's the daily. Here's the weekly. Had news. I think it's got more in it. So I'm long that one. You know, it's not a barn burner. Actually, it
I'm
is.
not seeing it.
Oh, I'm sorry, Coach.
That's all right. I'm just
MOR.
letting you know so everyone could see it.
I'm so excited this morning.
I'm
That's what
seeing
a
the
3 day weekend does. Hold on.
JPEGs on the right-hand side.
JPEG is. Oh, that's what a 3 day
The
weekend is.
list, yeah,
Is the
when you were
MOR
looking. Okay,
weekly,
there it is.
MOR daily,
Wow.
that
Yeah,
type of situation.
diverging. Yeah.
I apologize about that. So Shopify, Tesla still red to green. I could still just seeing being up all day as maybe micro. It's the same guys. I mean, I'm not necessarily saying chase it here. I'm not necessarily implying that it's because these guys are up. Let me start buying the laggards. I'm not. It doesn't look. It's these. They're almost safety trades, Coach. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Until they're not.
Yeah.
So we're overbought in a lot of stocks. Let's look at the oils, Coach. Chevron. Look at this. Flip that, reverse that chart over. I'd be
Yeah.
pounding this thing long.
Yeah.
ExxonMobil. Flip this chart
Yeah.
over. This is
Really
destined to
diverged.
make me. If you flipped it over, wouldn't you say this thing's going to make new highs, right?
Yeah.
Well, what's the problem? Look at the volume. They had a chance to reverse it on the volume too. That didn't work.
Shows you to respect the trend.
Devin. Devin.
Yeah.
Not
Well,
even
I
on
mean,
takeover
a lot of people
speculation
are
alone.
a lot of people are saying 60 oil is $60 oil is the next stop.
How can you argue, Coach? If you believe in price action trumps sentiment,
Yeah,
then you're a hypocrite, and you probably should throw out everything that ever you thought that even got you there to begin with.
correct.
So listen, am I going to? You could just see maybe they're repositioning, buying the better ones. Maybe coin is up, and the other ones are down. I don't know. Maybe A&F. There's no surprise. Look at this thing. I'm thankful. I actually made money in this short. If I concentrated as much in relative strength as I did relative with, but I'll move on. XBI giving a little bit back today. That's fine. I mean, that's in the channel still.
Related to what the bond correction here.
Yeah, correct. TLT.
Yeah.
I don't know. Here we are. Morgan still down 2. Goldman's breaking what? The high today. So Goldman's breaking the high. And we have Morgan Stanley, which is basically, pinned with no
Yeah.
range, by the way. I can't believe it has a range from basically besides the open flush. Morgan Stanley only has a range from 86 to 86.80, considering it's a big, it should have more of a range in this. It's gap filled. I have no interest. It's more of a.
Well, it had like a car wreck, so it's trying to stabilize.
Well, Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan are more of, they're more the macro plays to me. If Goldman takes that a new high, what am I going to do? How can I do it without Morgan doing that? I just wouldn't feel comfortable. It's just NVIDIA. Bottom line, Coach, not done. Not even close to being done.
Yep.
I'm serious.
But look at that divergence. It's just so
This is
glaring.
breaking out of. This is a weekly. This is breaking out like
I
a
know.
6 week. I've relearned these again.
Yeah.
This is what breaking out of his 6 week long base with volume that is still going to go. It's going to go.
Okay. I can't chase it.
I can't even. I'm in a little of it. I'm piecing it out. But for those out there, aside from trailing stops, you're really very, very, really in the meat of the trade, unless you are that type of trade. You know what I mean? It's just that's the way it goes.
All right, buddy. So I have a great guy to talk metals tomorrow. David Brady at Global Pro Trader will be with us tomorrow at 10 a.m. EST.
And getting a lot of likes I saw about that. Let me go to my our TradeGATEHub page. There it is.
Yeah.
David Brady, nice 25. I'm looking forward to it, especially if you guys are talking metals.
Yeah, metals.
I mean, I need at this point.
Strictly.
I never stop learning. I need all the help I can get.
Yeah.
I always do.
He's not even looking at equities and bonds anymore. He's completely focused on silver and gold.
And just look at this. Silver and gold, beautiful. Everybody, please tune in, and our marketing team will not be short of relaying that to everybody. But how about this post right before Halim? I like right under David. Look at the what I reposted. The VIX put call ratio under 0.20 for the first time since July. Everybody's in.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, let's see if some people get thrown out of the pool into the 20th of January.
Yeah, it's just amazing. So price action over sentiment. We'll leave it there, Coach. I apologize.
That's okay.
Okay. Cheers, everyone.
Yeah, don't just count your pips, count your blessings. See everyone in the room. Check Mike's stuff out. Once in a while, I post in there as well and at major turning points. So good hunting, everyone.
Cheers,
Adios.
everyone.